Hi,
Hello.
everybody. Hi, everybody.
Hello. I'm gonna make sure that my how do I do it now? I forgot. Oh yeah. That my camera don't keep going in and out.
Oh, yeah. Do you think your computer might crash today?
Well, it could very well do. It's
Ugh.
not crashed. It's not crashed yet today.
Oh, no.
So
That means it's due for a crash.
that's yeah. It could very well do. But then again, it's cold today. I think it's because it gets too warm, and it's cold today, so it may
Hmm.
not. It may not crash. Well, we just don't know. If it does, then I'll just have to uh, boot it back up as quickly as I can.
Yes. And we wait 20 to 30 minutes. At the most, I think I'll wait 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
In case you can't not get back on.
Oh no, it's not going to take that long. It's just that I have to boot my computer. Once it crashes, I have to boot my computer back up, and it can take 4 or 5 minutes for it to boot back up. Right, I think that's okay. What we're looking like, does it look okay?
Yes. Oh, yes. You didn't draw too lightly, so it shows up good.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Right, so I'm going to get rid of that now.
Oh, nobody's in the chat yet.
All right. Have you sent a thing out yet?
I put something on my community tab, and I don't know. I don't know if notifications went out. Oh, here's somebody. Let's see. First person in the chat.
I said people
Oh,
generally
hi,
waiting,
Grayscale
aren't they?
Painting. Grayscale Painting.
Hi, Anthony.
Oh, let's see. What's he say? He says he's in the chat. Hello there. Yes, you're in the chat. Welcome, Anthony.
No, I really don't know at this moment in time. Oh, that's not copyright.
What, the sounds?
Yeah.
No.
Well, that's the only piece of music I know from any kind of Western kind of thing.
Clint Eastwood is very good in Westerns, though. I like his Westerns.
I've seen odd occasional one. They're not filmed. I mean, they're not even like historical movies from Britain. I don't really particularly watch. You know, there might be like Robin Hood, a film about Robin Hood. It's not something that's going to blow my mind.
Right.
I'm not going to make a beeline for it. So it's not. I don't tend to watch historical movies, things that depict history. Not very often, anyway. Only time I really watch films is sci-fi.
Oh, you like that? You like the Twilight Zone?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Little bit.
You like the movie what, Odyssey 2001 or something like that?
Yeah, that were an interesting film. It was a very strange film, that, but it were an
I
interesting one.
know. Where the computer says, "What's it? What? Dave? Do this, Dave. The computer.
Al 9000. The computer. That's what my computer's called.
Oh no.
That's why it keeps crashing. That's why it keeps crashing, because it's called Al 9000.
Oh goodness. Oh yes, Grayscale Painting. He's doing a Western. Oh, hi, Mystic Unigon. Grayscale Painting and Mystic Unigon, as requested last week by somebody that we forget who it was. Ian is painting a Western scene today. with cowboys.
Davy. I don't know whether it was Davy or Bruce. It might have been Bruce.
Bruce?
It might. I don't know. I can't remember. Somebody said, "Oh, paint a Western."
I know. I can't remember who it
and
was.
I went directly for. Well, originally I was going to do a guy doing a buckaroo on an horse. You know, like trying to ride a stallion. That's.
Oh no, that's called rodeo.
Yeah, but it's all that kind of. From my viewpoint, that's all the same. It's all like Western, you know, cowboy kind
Western,
of stuff.
Right, that's Western.
So, I mean, I might be getting all my genres wrong, but
no, that's Western.
I were going to avoid this, but I thought, do you know what?
Oh, you're doing like a gunfight?
It's a gunfight, right? Yeah, but I'm not depicting gore or horror, am I? It's
no
the
gun.
moment. It's moment before the gunfight.
Okay.
They're facing off. They're facing off with one another, and they're shouting silly things like "Go ahead, punk, make my day," or something like that, or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever they say to one another.
Oh, hi, Chrissy Canvas Art. Chrissy Canvas Art. I did ban that person from my live streams. I banned him. Yes, Chrissy Canvas Art. You're gonna have no problem today because I did ban him from my live stream. Now it remains to be seen because when he was banned from my friend's live stream, he would comment on my comment saying, "Why am I banned? Why am I banned?" So I'm expecting that he's gonna probably ask why, and I'm gonna tell him. And if he doesn't understand, then I'm just gonna block him from my channel.
Well, we've got to remember now that YouTube has implemented a certain amount of rules and regulations on bullying, on social behaviour.
I know. I hope they enforce it.
And it won't just be a problem for the person who's doing the video.
Yeah.
That kind of activity is going to be monitored, and if a person does that in lots of different chats, they will be detected, and they will get a strike against their.
A lot of them. Well, that's true. That's cool. But a lot of these trolls, they create these really temporary channels that are gone up and gone within seconds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they do. I mean, that's how they get away with it. They go in, they do what they want to do, and then they get rid of it. But I don't know. I can't understand how YouTube can't actually fix onto the actual piece of equipment that they're using and go, oh, it's that same person again, creating another YouTube channel.
I know they have not been good at that because I have a friend who's been plagued by trolls and stuff and hate and threats, leaving death threats and stuff like that. And oh my goodness, it's a mess. And YouTube doesn't hardly do anything about it.
It's not good enough, is it? Really?
No.
The only way that you can deal with people like that is find out who they are and tell them that it's you who having death threat. I know where you are. I've actually done that. I've not death threatened anybody, but I've actually been able to get hold of a troll and like communicate with them and say, I know where you are. I know who you are.
Oh, that's what my friend does. That's what my friend does. I know who you are. I know where you're at. And he says the same thing, right?
But I were able to get into his system and actually commute. Normally, what they do is they block you from being able to get back to you. But there's ways into it through if you know how to use if you know how to the language that that you have that is behind all this thing that we do, on the internet. There's a language, and if you know how to find certain bits of language, you can like anyway. I'm not going to discuss it because it's illegal anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so
Whenever you're ready to start watercolor painting, or
I
if
am.
you,
Yeah.
okay,
I'm
I put them on the big screen now.
ready, willing, and able. And this week, right?
Yeah.
Go on there. Once you put me on the big screen, I'll be able to like line this up and set it all up right.
Tomorrow's my birthday. I might come on with a live stream.
All right.
That's why I'm dressed up a little bit. Tomorrow's my birthday.
I thought you were a little bit. Oh, that's what I've not done. I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna try. I might come on with a birthday live stream tomorrow.
Oh.
That's why I'm a little dressed up holiday like. Well, yeah, I would dress up holiday like anyway, but
you're not going out on Razzle, are you? Early.
What? Go ahead.
Are you going out on the Razzle early?
Tomorrow we're gonna go out to dinner.
Oh, you have to camcord it then. No being too overly flamboyant.
Oh, you said I should vlog it for my channel?
Yeah.
Oh, that's an idea. I don't know.
Live vlog.
Oh, live vlog. That's a good. Okay, that's an idea, right?
Just for a few minutes. I'm just getting myself. There we go.
Wait, you're ready, right?
I nearly am. I'm just popping my chat out so I can see everybody in the chat, and I'm going to get rid of that.
Hi, Gracie. Thank you.
Right, one more thing to do.
Thank you, Canvas Art.
Oh.
I want to see. Chrissy Canvas Art says, "I want to see you, Ian, do an acrylic one."
I'll have a go. You know, in New Year, I'll have a go at doing some acrylics.
Yeah, Chrissy Canvas Art. I'm going to start doing more acrylic painting because I found out through my search, through Morning Fame and all my search that that I can rank I can rank for very little, but I can rank for certain kinds of acrylic painting, beginners acrylic painting. So starting next Monday and into 2020, I'm doing beginners acrylic painting tutorials because that's what I can rank for. And I don't mind it. I got acrylic paint here. I don't mind doing it. And it's kind of a little bit, I kind of mix it up with a little bit of ASMR. I've done that before and people really enjoyed it. I checked back on a video that I did on May 31st and I combined beginner acrylic painting tutorial with ASMR and a lot of people enjoyed it. So I'm doing that again for posting it next Monday. Where you hear the sounds of painting, like you hear the brush stroke on the canvas, the paintbrush on the canvas, you hear the mixing in the water and a glass jar and like that, stuff like that. A close up of mixing the paint on the palette and things like that. Okay. All right. So you ready?
So remind me, Chrissy, that in New Year I'll have a go at doing some acrylics. The only problem is with acrylics, I haven't got an awful lot of paints because it's not they're not paints that I use on a regular basis. So
hold on, all you need is 5. You need black, white, red, yellow.
No. And what I'll show you what I tend to have as regards acrylic paint.
All you need is red, yellow, blue, and black and white, and you can make all the colors you need.
Chrissy will laugh at these because she'll know what they are.
Let me see. Oh yeah, because I guess that's a UK brand.
Yeah. That's what I call my acrylic paints. And
this is my alcoholic painting. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay, good. Yellow, red, yellow, and then you got blue.
So rubbish, lol. Yeah. In saying that, I have done 1 or 2 really nice paintings with them. So
you got red, yellow, blue, black, and white.
Yeah, I've got all primaries in these.
Good. That's all you need. Red, yellow, blue, black, and white.
To be honest with you, if it's just for demonstration purposes, that's all you need. If it were a job that I were doing, obviously I'd go out and get some professional paints.
Oh, okay.
So, but then again, professional paints cost a lot of money. At this moment
Oh,
in
yeah,
time,
that's good.
I can only just afford to keep
That's all you need. Yes. Chrissy says she misses my alcohol ink painting. I'm sorry, like I can't in the cold weather. I can't open up my windows, and I can't do live streams because I'm supposed to wear a respirator mask if I'm going to paint with acrylic paint. I mean, not acrylic if I'm going to paint with alcohol inks, Chrissy. So that's why I only in the warm weather, or I mean, I can do alcohol ink painting, but it has to be with a respirator, and well. I have not checked if I can rank for that. So that okay, let's put Ian on the big screen. What's that? What do you have there?
So these are paints I'm going to use today.
Oh.
That's it.
That's it?
I'm feeling skingy.
What are you doing? You're doing you're doing monotone?
Yeah, I'm going to do a monochromatic. Just make sure Nell's not here because you don't like monochromatics.
Who said that?
Oh dear. I would imagine Chris is laughing at the moment. Yeah, you know, we're talking about a Western, right? And I'm thinking about a poster, right? You seen those posters that they have in Westerns? They're always like a brownie, creamy kind of, and then you've got a really dark print of a person wanted dead or alive, kind of. You know, that kind of graphic feel. Yeah. That's what I'm wanting. That's what I'm trying to get today. Like not necessarily absolutely graphic, but that feel of like a light browny, creamy yellow finish kind of picture.
Oh, okay.
That has a lot of strong contrast in it. So I don't have white in watercolor, but I have got this, which is white gouache, titanium white.
Oh, you're gonna need white gouache?
I am going to use white gouache, yes.
Why is that? Why are you gonna need that?
Because that's to lighten that down.
Oh, okay.
Now this is yellow ochre, right? I'm going to go a step down from it. So I'm going to have white as a background. That's my whitest white, obviously. And then just above that, it'll be titanium and this. And then above that, it'll be just that. And then there's this, which is Van Dyke brown. And then to make it even more darker, I'm going to add some Van Dyke brown to some ultramarine blue, which will make it very dark. There's not an awful lot left in that, so I'm just going to use it up. So,
hi, Purple Paisley. Hi, Purple Paisley Planner. Welcome. So nice to see you.
I have Purple. Did you get my message, Purple, that I sent you? I popped in on a live the other day.
Oh, you did?
Yes. So I sent her a private message as well about it.
Oh, okay.
So I hope she got it. Anyway, let's crack on. Crack on. Sorry
That's a
copyright infringement.
Crack on.
Sorry for a copyright infringement. Crack on. So here we go. Ye olde Cowboyville, or whatever you want to call it. So right, let's make a start. The light's coming from this direction, so it's going to cast shadows that way, and buildings at this side.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you mind if I call out till saying hello to people?
Yeah, it's all right.
Sleestack Rule, hello. He's a big fan of yours, Ian.
He is. He comes in regularly. Hey, Sleestack. So, yeah, as I was saying, these buildings at this side are going to be in shade, whereas this building is going to have a lot of light hitting it. So what we want to do first is get this dark area and flow over to a lighter area at this side, because this is where the light's coming from. So that's what we're going to do first. Woohoo! Oh, I'm bringing super high quality pound shop egg thing.
Egg tender?
Yeah, you just put your eggs in them like that, right?
That.
Put your eggs in them, and it's like a little. And guess how much this costs from a pound shop?
Oh, not much.
£1.
What?
I know that's really expensive at £1. Can you imagine having to pay full price at a pound shop?
Oh, that's fine. That's cheap. That's cheap.
Terrible. £1. Can't get any bargains these days.
If you have a dollar store near a pound shop near you, you're lucky. I have no dollar store near me.
I mean, no Dollar Trees are out like that.
No, I don't. I should Google it again. I gotta Google it again. The best we have is a Target shop with a Target store with a reduced price I mean, but then everything's not $1. So
right, not everything. Yeah. Well, we have some shops a little bit like that. They look like dollar stores or pound shops, as we call them, but they're not. They're like super savers, and some things are £1 and other things are quite expensive. So you've got to be ever so careful when you go into some of them shops, because they make it seem as though they're pound shops.
Oh, that's right.
And even our pound shops now, they're sneaking things in there that are not £1. And right. you go to checkout, and they're charging you £2 or £3 for something, and you go, not saying I'm tight-fisted, but when you go into a pound shop, you expect it to be £1.
I found out not everything is, and $1. I remember shopping at a dollar store before, and not everything is $1. Like slightly more. So you have to watch it. Sometimes slightly more. That's it.
Can I count that as me rant for the week?
Yeah.
Because I ain't got anything else to rant about apart from things that we don't normally talk about, and I'm not going to talk about it because it's been a bad week.
Because it's been a bad week?
It's been a crap week.
Wow.
Life meltdown week.
Oh, meltdowns. Oh.
Universe is melting down. In fact, I'm not that far off pressing target button on my Death Star and ending it all. Die, Earth, die! I feel like what do they call him? Off of what do they call it? Flash Gordon, Emperor Ming. He had a laser gun, didn't he?
Mystic Unicorn said she's had a crappy week too.
I don't know. It's this world. It's just. I don't know.
I can't complain. I've not had a crappy week. I cannot complain. I have many things to be grateful for. I can't complain.
That's good. We've got to look for the good in the bad, to be frank. So I'm gonna keep it up a bit, and I'm gonna take it from this end. And look how not particularly
everybody, he's painting a Western. It's a request from last week, and we forget who it was who requested it, but he's painting a Western scene with cowboys.
Or something of a similar nature.
And he's painting monochromatic today.
Yes. I think there used to be a Western. Oh, there used to be a Western TV program on, and at the end, trails, all the pictures, everything. Like when it was showing you the actors who played who, they were always in like a brown monotony kind of thing, and I think that's where I'm getting the
I
idea
see
from.
what you mean.
Oh, what did they call it? Not Bounty, but Bonanza.
Oh, Bonanza. That's it, Bonanza.
Yeah, I'm more than sure that they used to have like at the end of the program they have like classic American kind of cowboy kind of lettering, and then you'd have name of actor, and then a like a black and white kind of photo over a sepia brown.
Right. Okay.
And that's where I'm getting the iconography from it from. Right. Semi-concentrating. Yeah. Oh, to be loose.
Chrissy Canvas Art says, "Oh my gosh, Ian, Ming.
Ming the Merciless. He's the man.
Oh, okay. She's laughing a lot.
Ming the Merciless. Flash. Oh, save you over the
Who's that? A Japanese cowboy?
What, Ming?
Yeah.
No, Ming the Merciless were the bad guy in Flash Gordon.
Okay, I don't know.
It were made in 1920s and 1930s. It were one of the first ever sci-fi series. And you know, at cinemas before main feature, they always used to have a little mini series that came on, and that were it. Flash Gordon.
Oh, I'm not familiar with Flash Gordon. Sorry.
No. Flash. Oh. I don't know. Somebody get me some happy pills. I'm just like at the moment just getting working quite rapidly today. What's up with me? So what's been going off in your world then?
My world? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, God, what? Well, tomorrow's my birthday.
Yeah. Is that the big event of the week?
Yeah, that's the biggest event of the week. Yep. And just doing a lot with my keyword search terms. So I know. So with Morning Fame, which is a new thing that I just got last week, Morning Fame, and they really help you with tags and keyword search terms. And my niche is so competitive. Like, well, the art niche is so competitive that I had to work for hours to find keyword. I found finally 4 keyword search terms that I could use in my genre and my niche. And it's well, I was basically looking for acrylic painting. Oh, acrylic painting. It could have been art journaling. It could have been mixed media, but I could. But you need to niche down. So I set my first keyword search term that I found that I could rank for was acrylic painting for beginners, a tutorial for beginners. And I'm just gonna a certain subject. It has to be. It's a certain subject matter. I'm not gonna go. You'll find out. But and it's and now I found 3 more terms, and it's very niche down of certain subject of acrylic painting beginners, step-by-step for tutorial for beginners. And I'm just going to try that out and see if this really works, and that like I get more views or something. I got to try it out. And Monday I've already made a video today, and I'm editing it.
Yeah, you put something up today, didn't you? I noticed you put something up today.
Oh, no, that was Dina's challenge. Dina Tollef's challenge. Didn't you do that?
It's I'm not doing any more challenges until end of year now.
Okay.
You you know my mantra, don't you? When it comes to December,
Yeah.
Gear down.
I know what you mean. It's just too overwhelming.
Well, people have got a lot of things to do. To be frank, it's a busy time of year, just socially, and getting, you know. So to be frank, I just think, well, I'm going to use my time that I've got now to re-energize myself and prepare myself for next year's slog.
Wow.
And that's what I do. I tend to do it most years. It's wind down time.
Oh.
So
I did it last minute. I wasn't going to do her challenge, and then at the last minute last night, I thought, okay, I think I could do this. And I did it a digital art piece, which is no problem. You just sit on the couch and you can do it. So I didn't have, and I decided, yeah, all right, I could go ahead and do it, and totally did it at the last minute. Yes, last night.
I mean, I'll be back in January and what have you, and back to normal. If we don't have Coppergeddon and what have you.
Oh yeah.
Because we still don't know exactly. I mean, because they're not exactly publishing tons of information about what's going off at the moment, but I don't know. It might. I mean, at the extreme, it could very easily be the end of me being on YouTube. But I mean, it could at the end of the day, if they have a draconian attitude towards it, I could just think, well, why bother? I mean, I do this for free as a pastime kind of thing. It's not my business, and
yeah,
you know, you just think, well, I've got other things to do, to be frank. But then again, I'm not thinking that it's going to be necessarily that bad, you know. But it all depends on them. If they have a conciliatory attitude towards it, and
I think they will
stop spitting the dummy out every time somebody makes manges about child friendliness and all that sort of stuff, then you know, I'm willing to work along with them.
Oh no, I'm sorry. We have a comment. We have a comment from the chat. Sleestack Rule says blurred, pixelated. Okay, that's because Ian's has a small bandwidth. You want to explain more?
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, if you were to look at it on the StreamYard, it's very clear. But when it goes on to YouTube like crunches it down because I'm only sending it like half a megabyte of information, and it needs 3 megabytes. So it's going blurring in and out all the time, and there's nothing, unfortunately, I can do about it because it's not my systems. All my systems are very up to date. It's the broadband that we've got here. They only allow that amount, and that's the most that we get here. Unfortunately,
Chrissy tells you to upgrade.
It's not a matter of upgrading. That's the maximum amount that they're allowing. So even if I did upgrade, it still wouldn't be good enough to do it. And when you upgrade, guess what? You upgrade the price, and we're already paying way too much. So it's, I mean, because what they do,
does Chrissy live near you?
Yeah, well, not far off.
Well, she never has that problem. She must have upgraded.
Well, she might have fiber optic. We don't have it round here.
Oh.
They didn't think our area were important enough to bring the fiber optic.
You have fiber optic, Chrissy? Mr. Mraz, your brother and I have the same birthday. You say your brother's birthday's tomorrow? My birthday's tomorrow too. Mr. Fulton. My birthday's tomorrow too, just like your brother's.
What we want to do as well, if we can, is get some of these shadows that are going over to kind of connect to other side.
Chrissy says she does have fiber optic.
Yeah, you see, we don't. In their infinite wisdom, the government said that our area weren't that important. You know, there's only like, I don't know, last count, nearly 40,000 people live in our area, but we're not considered to be important, so we get second-hand rubbish.
Oh, Chrissy must live like in a more urban area or something. Maybe Chrissy lives in a more urban area.
Oh, I don't know exactly where Chrissy lives exactly, but if it's in a town centre or something like that, then they might. But we live in a suburban area away from a town centre, so and they've said you've got what you've got, and yet we still get charged a boatload of money to have internet, because what they do is they make it seem as though you're getting a right good deal. Oh, it's 6 megabytes. Yeah, 6 megabytes, not upload. 6 megabytes download. Yeah, fair enough. Which is just enough to run internet.
This is what Chrissy says. No, you have no problem when you upload. See, she says no, Ian, you could upload. Yeah, but it's a shame that we can't. She says it's a shame we can't see what you're doing properly. So that's a shame.
Yeah, no. Well, that's the reason why you say you don't.
That's right. Yeah.
That's the reason why I don't very often do lives. You'll find vast majority of my videos, which have the good quality, right? You know, I can do the quality of video that anybody else can.
Yeah.
When it's uploaded, but when it's live, right, I can't do it because of the restrictions in this area.
Chrissy says she lives in the country in a small village. I'm surprised.
Yeah, but your Chrissy's area will probably have, somebody will have like knocked on government's door and gone, we demand broadband for this area. And they'll have got it. They'll have been given some sort of funding to get it. Our area gets nothing. We're in South Yorkshire. We're an abandoned area, really. To the government
Yorkshire pudding was named after where you live.
That's right.
I think they should treat you properly.
They should do, yeah. Look at that. We took a product all over the world, Yorkshire pudding, and they don't even give us proper broadband. Disgraceful group of people.
Bye, Paisley.
See you later. And we've got to put up with them for another 5 years now. Idiots. Might make a bomb and blow them up. Does anybody know how to make a bomb?
What? No, don't you want to talk about things like that?
No. I'm just desperate, that's all.
Oh my goodness.
Actually, I was discussing, do you know one of the most explosive things that you can actually, that actually exists even more than a bomb?
I think so. What is it, like fertilizer?
No, it's not that. It's I was talking to somebody about steam trains and how much, you know, inside a steam train, there's a great big
train. A steam train.
Yeah, a steam train. You know, the old kind of the old kind of trains that worked off steam, well, they had great big pressure tanks inside them, and if they don't let that steam off, it can build up to such an extent that the explosive force of one of those is immense.
Oh,
Something like that happened with that volcano in New Zealand the other day. You know that volcano that blew up?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I don't always keep up with the news.
Well, in New Zealand, is it New Zealand or Australia? I can't remember. A little island, and people go visiting, and it's apparently waters, fresh cold waters, got into this magma pool of superheated, rock that's from core of Earth.
Yeah.
Freezing cold waters hit it, and created steam and pressure, and because it couldn't escape quickly enough, it's just gone boom.
Oh, okay.
And blew a big hole in Ireland, and that's exactly one of the most explosive things on the planet.
But it didn't affect a lot of people?
Oh no, it was miles away from any. It's an isolated island, but unfortunately, people go to visit it, right? And one or two individuals, as I'm told, have died.
Oh.
So normally they get some sort of indication that that things like that are about to happen, but unfortunately, because of the way it happened, there weren't any indication that it was going to happen. So people were on that island, and
they were on the island?
They were on the island. It's only a tiny little island, but they were on it, and unfortunately, they've died because the explosive force. So that's what I was discussing with someone. It's about compression of energy, and it builds up to such an extent that it just sends a shock wave that goes boom, and it can blow through anything. It's like a nuclear explosion without the atom being split.
Oh, well, not quite as bad as that.
It's almost exactly the same.
Oh, okay.
It's just that you don't get the atom splitting. It's not nuclear in its explosion, but it's nearest thing in nature that you get to a nuclear explosion.
Oh, okay.
So steam pressure is the most explosive thing, natural thing on the planet. And at one time of day, we used to use that in fact, well, we still do, to drive turbines to make electricity. We still use steam power today to create things like that. I'm a boring people. Sorry.
Oh, hi, JCT. She says she's puppy sitting.
Yay. Right, let's scale it down a little bit. I'm going to do this guy here. Do you know where I got this from? This guy. Does anybody remember the film Westworld?
What world?
Westworld.
No.
It's a film where the idea is it's a theme park, and you can go to anywhere in history, but there's these robots that act out various, scenarios, and one of places where you can go is Westworld, where you can go and pretend to be a cowboy. But one of robots goes a bit, AWOL and a bit woo, and it starts thinking that it's real, and
just like Odyssey 2001, right?
yeah, it's almost becomes sentient in its own right and decides that these people need to be gunned down because he's like the sheriff.
Chrissy knows what you're talking about. She remembers it. She knows.
So, but I mean, and they have to all escape into various different parts of this theme park, and everyone, and there's different eras like the Roman era and World War II and all that kind of stuff. And it's this robot who was played by Yul Brynner. You remember Yul Brynner?
Oh, I know Yul Brynner. Yep.
It chases them all the way through these different parks, and I can't remember the film exactly, but that's basically it.
I know Yul Brynner best from King and I.
Yes. Yeah, I remember my mum going to see him.
And then all the high schools used to do the King and I productions.
Oh, well, when I was at school, we did Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Oh, that's nice.
I were one of the Ishmaelite traders. Yes, we'll buy him off you. I can't remember exactly what we were supposed to say. It was something like that.
Well, I followed I had the double album of Jesus Christ Superstar, and I memorized all the songs on those double album.
And I
saw Jesus Christ Superstar in person on the college campus where my father taught, and I saw it live, Jesus Christ Superstar being performed, and
you just give me a bit of a flashback.
Yeah.
David Essex.
Oh, I don't know that name.
David Essex was a guy who I believe he performed in Jesus Christ Superstar.
Okay.
And I think he did one or two songs for it as well. Musicals are not my big thing.
Not for me either. No, I like rock. I really like the rock. I mean, I like rock musicals, and I really like my favorite. I'm not really a big fan of musicals, but I do love Jesus Christ Superstar rock musical. I think it's probably the only musical I like.
I fancy going and having a look at that one about Queen.
Queen? Oh yeah, Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, no, not the film. What came out recently, but the it were a musical based around Queen that were out a couple of 3 years ago. Well, it'd be more than that now, actually. Might be 10 years ago, to be honest with you. But it's got all the Queen songs in it. Not that I'm a massive Queen fan. I do like Queen, but
it's like a documentary.
No, it's not a documentary. No, it's like it's a story of this person and their life's trials and what have you. But it's set to bits of Queen music.
Oh, okay. You're saying it's recent? It came out recently?
Well, about maybe 10, 15 years ago.
Oh God, that's not recent. All right.
Oh well, yeah. You're talking about the cultural equivalent here, a dinosaur. So, I mean, when I say it came out recently, that means it's come out in last lifetime. I mean, Chrissy will tell you. I mean, one of my favourite films is a 1959 film that I don't even mention in front of her.
Oh, God.
No, I'm not mentioning it for
Yep, she's still in the
particular
chat.
reasons.
Can't mention
For
it.
particular reasons, I'm not mentioning it. So that's that. And if you noticed, I'm not going hyper detailed here. I'm wanting you guys again to do the work.
That's it. You say you never go deep, hyper detailed. You go detailed enough. You go detailed enough just to think that, just to trick us into thinking that it's really detailed.
Well, that there, it's not detailed, but it tells you the story, doesn't it? If you guys can see it, I don't know whether you can properly, but
I can. Yeah, it goes in and out, but blurry and clear, blurry, clear.
I'm really sorry about that. So, do you know what? I'm already at this stage where a lot of this is now detail because it's a monochromatic painting. You're more concentrating on the tonal value.
Where's the other guy? Where's the guy? Where's the guy that he's dueling with?
He's here. Can you not see him?
No, I can't see that. It's cloud. It's blurry right now, and back in the background, it never gets clear.
Well, go to your what they call it.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me look when I look on my.
Have a look at it. Have a look at it on your StreamYard, and you'll see it perfectly clearly.
Yeah, look at it on my laptop. Let me see. Wait, I still can't see him. Where? I'm looking on my laptop. Wait, where? I see the one.
That's his head. I know it's a bit blurred at the moment, but we'll see.
I can't see him. I don't know.
I don't want to over egg the idea of painting it.
It might be me. I might be me, so I'm not sure. Thanks, JC. Yeah, thanks, JCT, for reminding everybody. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you.
Yes, make sure you hit that like button.
It seems like some weeks it's clearer than others.
I don't know.
I think so.
I'm not doing anything that's any different than what I would do any other week. I don't know whether it's like.
If you don't have a lot of, I think this is my theory. If you don't have a lot of depth in your picture, like I can see that cowboy, and it's not the cowboy in the foreground is not going blurry, clear, blur.
Well, I'll try and right. I'll go and have a look because, I mean, I don't know because sometimes it does go nice and other times it's horrible. But that's down to how much data's going through.
Yeah, that's right. Different times of day, a lot of people are like trying to get on the internet, and other times fewer people.
Where are you? Woo! There you are. Oh, that is horrible. That's really poor. I mean, that's worse. That's worse than normal.
Worse than usual.
And I don't know why. It shouldn't be that bad.
Okay.
It says I'm on right. Right. I mean, if people, no, even that is poor. I've just pushed mine up to 750. Right. And
I think so far
it's still very, very
well. That improved it a little bit.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be that bad.
but not.
I mean, that is
not totally.
that is. I mean, if you were to see it on the StreamYard, it's crystal clear.
Yeah.
It's just the way that YouTube crunched down the data.
Well, I guess it's me because on StreamYard, like I still can't see the other dueling cowboy, but it might be me. I'm trying with my magnifying glass, and I still can't see where he is.
Well, I mean, I can clearly see a guy here.
Right? Okay, all right.
I'm going to switch that off.
That guy in the foreground, yes, I can see him. But...
Yeah, there's a hat there, but I don't know. I think I might stick to just uploading videos because I don't want to be producing stuff that everybody goes,
But today's worse than usual.
It is. I've got to say that. That's worse than
usual. A lot of times it's not too bad. I think so. It's not usually not. I think today's much worse than usual.
It might be weather. I don't know. Weather should not be a factor because they're all the cables and that are underground. So it don't make a jot's worth of difference.
Who knows what it is?
It shouldn't be because they're in specialized boxes and protected away from weather.
Yeah.
It's not as though it's transmitted over a signal from one place to another. They're physically on cables.
I don't know. But today's worse than usual, so other days it has been much better. Who knows why? There's no reason. You can't tell why. It's not weather, so who knows why.
And that's it. At the end of the day, if it's going to be that random, there's no way I'm paying for a service that is going to be inconsistent.
Ask Chrissy. I think she has a good experience with her service.
I mean, supposedly, what the one we've got is supposed to be the best one in country, but
wow. Chrissy never has a problem, but I don't know. Like the bandwidth.
Well, the thing is, at the end of the day, if she's got full fiber optic.
Oh yes,
she shouldn't have a problem.
That's what she has.
Because that is the standard that you need to produce.
Well, that's it then. That's totally it. If she has fiber optic and you don't, that must be the factor.
These are going through standard telecommunication cables.
Okay, all right. She has fiber optic. That's totally the difference.
But I'm hoping to get back in not too distant future to getting back to doing some uploaded videos anyway.
Oh, you have not uploaded videos recently?
Over the last month or so I am, because I've been like sorting out the copper thing and making sure that I'm copper proof.
So you're copper proof.
I'm copper proof. So if American government come knocking on my door, I'll tell them to go away. Go away.
Sleestack Rule, I think he's really interested in this Western. He'd really like to see this. I don't know.
Wait, Sleestack who mentioned we should do it? I don't know who it was. I can't remember.
Sleestack Rule says he'd really like to see this. Oh, well, okay, when the show's over, can he email Sleestack Rule? He can email it to you. He can see it very clearly. If he emails it to you, you're going to see it very clearly, the finished picture. And Sleestack Rule, he is a very sizable channel. So Sleestack Rule, do you have your email address on your about page of your channel? Please let us know.
Yeah, if you could, if you've got a Facebook or something like that.
For instant messenger with Facebook, Ian,
I can
like
message
that.
it to you
Or
and you can see it.
email no
Or better still, come and have a look at it. Tomorrow I'll be putting it up.
Putting it up on Facebook.
On Facebook, yeah.
Right.
So
he might not. Depends on if he's on Facebook. If not, you can email it to him.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm waiting for his answer. Post in. Chrissy says post it in her group when it's done. It isn't really watchable for folks. She says post the finished picture in her group.
I always feel a bit strange about posting in groups when it's a particular time. I know Chrissy's not overly bothered about that, but
she's saying it's okay.
It's
and
okay.
She's the head of the group, and she's saying it's okay.
Oh no, I know.
Okay, wait a minute.
I know I'm welcome to do so.
That is cool.
But I always feel.
Wait a minute. Here's Sleestack Rule's email address. What can you? Should I say it to you?
Well,
so you write it down?
No, save it and send it to me later.
Oh, save it. Okay, I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna take a screenshot of it.
sleestackrule@gmail.com.
Yeah, pretty simple. Sleestacks. Make sure it's Sleestacks Rule.
And you've not got a Facebook, because that's the easiest way to deal with it.
We don't know if he has a Facebook. sleestacksrule@gmail.com. I'm going to send it to you right now. Sleestack's Rule, because it's pretty easy to remember. Please, come on. sleestacksrule@gmail.com. Okay.
You're getting to the stage now. Oh, I'm going to be finished fairly early here. That might take a while. So what I'm doing is I'm literally pouring almost pure blue in there.
To make it darker?
To make it darker, yeah. Let me just feather that out a bit.
Oh my goodness, I spelled it wrong. The thing, I didn't spell it wrong. The thing, I hit the wrong thing. Stack. Ian, have you just been watercolor paint every day, like all day long?
No, I do all sorts of different arts.
I know you've done some. Really? You never posted. Yeah. I know you post some of your digital art. You post some of your digital
art. I do various different types of art, but at the moment, in my circumstance, I've only got limited equipment with me. So this is the easiest thing to set up, and because I'm away from home at the moment, so
you are. You're away from home?
Yeah. I'm away looking after my dad at the moment.
So you're living at your dad's house?
I am, yeah.
Oh.
Because he's an elderly gentleman.
Yes, I know. Yeah, I get it. I looked after my mom. She passed away in February, this past February, at age 96.
Yeah, it's not great, is it?
No, like living a long life. A lot of people say, "Oh yeah, I want to live really long," but you want to have quality of life. And it was very hard to watch my mother because she did not have quality of life, and it was very hard.
Well, it was hard for my mum when she died because her breathing became more and more difficult for her, and eventually she just couldn't do anything because of she was attached to an oxygen tank all the time. So,
my mother was never a smoker. I know you said your mom was a big smoker. My mom was never a smoker, never a drinker, and yet, oh, God, the last 5 months of her life were, even though she was never a smoker, never a drinker, it was horrible. It's like her quality of life was not good.
It's one of the few things that you can guarantee is going to happen to you in your life, death.
Not everybody, because some people die different ways. So,
No. Yeah, but you still die, don't you? I'm not saying that everybody dies a horrible,
and some people die
suddenly.
death. Some people, it's long and drawn out, and then other people die suddenly.
They do. But anyway, on to Positivo. Yes, Positivo.
Yeah.
But
I mailed his email address to you.
Right, thank you. I'll check it out later on, and we'll look into it. Right. Ta-da! For its second ever usage, that one of my new Chinese brushes. Just to prove that it's Chinese. Look at that. Anybody who can tell me what that says? You're a good guy.
Where is your wife? Oh, Chrissy wants to know, where is your wife, Ian?
She's in Skipton, where I normally live.
Oh, that's your house, you mean?
Yes.
Oh.
She's got a fairly important job that she can't just like leave.
Right. Even though she has that horrible. When is she having her surgery? In January?
Well, we don't know yet. I think next week she's got to go back to have some more checks and scans, because the surgery that she's going to have I don't know. For me, I don't think she should be having it.
Yeah, you think she shouldn't have it, but she might make the decision to have it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go get my onion rings.
It's up to her, but at the end of the day,
go ahead, talk to the chat. I'm gonna get my onion rings.
Your onion rings?
Yeah, what, onion rings?
Oh, crisps. Hello, everybody in chat. Yeah, so there you go. That's me and my life at the moment. It's all right. I do get to see him at weekends, Mrs. Jackson, and that. So we pop into Leeds and what have you. Although I don't think we'll be doing it this weekend because it gets absolutely crazy going into Leeds at this time of year. And I think she's got a bit of a cold as well, and I have as well. I'm a bit stuffed up, so we're not going to bother this weekend. Meanwhile, here I am painting. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to find interesting points of contrast to carve out shapes. So I don't know how long our roast is going to be, but I'm sure she'll be back at some point. And it's not detail. This all it is me basically dabbing around and putting various things in where I feel like it will be advantage for it. Right, let's go over to this side. I'm going to make it. This has helped me to figure out this part here, how dark I need to make this, because remember this side is in the shade, so this needs to be lighter than that. So I've got a kind of a gauge as to how dark that will need to go. So anyway, Chrissy, is there any particular thing you'd like to see me do with acrylics? Let me know. Message me. Send me a picture or something like that, and I'll have a go. I've got some acrylic paper. I ain't got no canvas. That's one of the reasons why I don't do an awful lot of acrylic work, because it's mostly down to being done on canvas. But I have got some acrylic paper, so
Get back.
we can tell. We can tell.
I got my onion rings.
What kind of onion rings are there?
Buffalo chicken wrap, but I'm just gonna eat the onion rings right now.
Are they actual real onion rings?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. See, because we've got crisps that are onion rings.
No, not that.
Potato chips.
No.
How dare I say that?
Yeah, we have them too. No, these are real onion rings.
Right. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. So under this eaves, or whatever you want to call it, is that there. And you might start seeing bits of detail. Even the detail, because it's not a primary thing in the artwork. It doesn't have to have mega detail in it. It's just a suggestion.
Which thing is a suggestion?
This here, there's like a window, but you could paint it in very high detail because it's close. But yeah. I'm not going to. The level of detail there is telling me how much detail I need to put there. Because it's farther back, there's less detail. It's kind of guiding me and saying, right.
The guy's facing us now.
What?
What? Oh, push up your picture a little bit to the top, because I think now I see that guy is facing the other guy. I see him now.
That one there. That one there. Yeah. I mean, in real terms, this guy here, right?
That's it. I didn't see that. Now I see both guys.
This guy here would normally be in silhouette, but I've kind of lightened it up a bit so that it's not as dark. I can hear you crunching.
Oh God!
It's like an SMMIS, whatever they call it.
ASMR.
Crunching. Crunch, 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 crunch. There you go.
I'm going to stand away. I'll stand away.
Only thing I don't like about this brush is it's
over here.
It's okay. We don't mind you crunching.
Oh, okay.
You're the host. You need to be here because I go quiet.
Sorry. I can't read the chat right now. I can read it.
But,
Let me see.
now, I know you can't see her at the moment, but what she'll look like is one of those gerbils that has them pouches in the mouth.
What?
One of them gerbils.
Gerbil.
Is it a gerbil? Is it a gerbil or an hamster?
Or a squirrel. A squirrel.
Well, I would imagine I would imagine a squirrel would do, yeah, as well. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it's a gerbil that has one of them pouches in its mouth.
I don't know.
So that it can like eat food forever. No,
I don't know.
And it chomps away. Yeah, I like this brush, but it's very easily pushed around. So it's other than doing linear work, which is what it's for anyway, you can't really use it to push anything around.
Yeah. Ian, do you ever do like a very beginner painting for beginners?
This is beginner.
Like a tutorial for beginner that you call it? What?
We did one last week, didn't we? No, that was train, weren't it?
The train.
I can do. It's just I can do. It's just what is beginner? I mean,
well, I can't explain it. I know what beginner is for
the other week we went through
oh yeah, the beginner 101. Yeah, right.
You know, that 101. Once you've learned how, first of all, before you start painting anything, you need to learn to get control of your paint and how to apply it. Once you've learned to control it, you can do whatever painting you want. It's just a matter of drawing it out. Think of it a little bit like adult colouring book. Because that's all it is, really. You're filling in the spaces. Once you've got control of the actual paint itself, and that's the hard bit of watercolouring, then whatever you paint is up to you, and there's this is no more harder to paint than any other subject. You just got to draw it out right. It helps if you're good at drawing.
Yeah, it helps if you're good at drawing, for sure.
Yeah, but there are things that can help you draw. You don't have to be a master at drawing.
Yeah.
You see that? I made that up by manipulating a picture so that it was how exactly I wanted it.
Yeah.
It's not, you know what I mean? So, because it weren't exactly what I wanted, but I spent hours trying to find characters to make this image up, but it didn't happen.
Oh, Carolyn, how close am I to my hours?
Oh yeah. So how is that going?
280 hours away.
Ooh, not far off.
280 hours, Carolyn. If you're still here, I have 280 more hours. I figure maybe tomorrow I might do, like, because it's my birthday, I might do a marathon live stream.
Oh.
Well, not really marathon. No, I'm sorry. We're going out to dinner tomorrow night. So if I start it in the morning, I might be able to do an 8-hour. I could do an 8-hour live stream, something like that. That's kind of marathon.
So spill the beans then. Where are you going for a meal then? Where are you going out?
Where are we going?
Are you going to an American diner kind of thing, or
diner?
Or is it? Or are you going to a posh event like caviar and chips and things?
No. I have to decide. Okay, we could go to this one restaurant where, see, we just went to it on Thanksgiving. So my husband was saying, we just went there on Thanksgiving. So that's why he comes there. But it's my prerogative. It's my birthday. So I liked it because they have some nice choices. And then you can split a whole bottle of wine for like this Australian Malbec. It's my favorite kind of wine, Malbec wine, and we did that on Thanksgiving. We could do that. That's my choice. It's either that or go to a very authentic Mexican restaurant where all the waiters and waitresses are Mexican. It's very authentic Mexican restaurant where if I want, I can get a 32-ounce margarita. It's like they call it the monster. They call it the monster.
I went to a Nando's once, and all waitresses and waiters were chickens.
Oh my goodness!
Strange, isn't it?
Well, it's up to me, so I have to tell him tomorrow.
Well, it's going to be too late day after, isn't it?
No, you can always. Well, you can always celebrate many days.
I'm not like keen on this belated birthday.
No, because sometimes if your birthday falls during the week, you want to celebrate it on the weekend.
Well, possibly if you've got a heavy schedule.
Yeah,
that's life, isn't it?
Which I used to have. Me and my husband used to have heavy schedules.
And if you want him to be very specific about a particular restaurant, you might not be able to get a booking on your birthday. It might be totally chock-a-block full.
No, we can. We can. I have to decide between one or the other tomorrow, and it has.
Yeah, but I'm on about like
choice.
If I want to go to the Ritz or something like that on a specific date, I have to book it months in advance. You know what I mean? Because
this is not like a. Oh, that sounds like a very upscale restaurant.
Well, that's exactly what I mean. It's like there are certain restaurants that have got such a high level, waiting list to go. You might be 6 months before you're allowed to even go and sit in the restaurant and have a meal.
That's very high. That's very
of course it is.
high end.
But that's what I'm saying. Not to that extent, but there are some restaurants that you need to book in advance.
Oh, that we have that like in our major city that's like in town, like the major city that we live near in, but not around the city. We have lots of good restaurants, but they don't require a month-long waiting list.
There aren't very many round us, but I've got to say that you can get caught out if you think that you go. Oh, it's my favourite restaurant. Sometimes you can go in and say, "I'm sorry, we're fully booked. Come back next week."
Oh no!
You know what I mean? So we went with a party of friends who came up from down south, just on spec to a particular restaurant that we like, and they said, "Oh no, we're booked up all weekend." So so we had to go to somewhere else. In saying that, I've got to say, I'm a big stay at home, get something from a restaurant sent in kind of person.
For the most part, we are too. On Friday nights, we always order out, and it's only on Saturday nights. Saturday nights, we always go out on Saturday nights. And my birthday just happens to fall on a Saturday.
It's really rare. I have a Saturday when it's my birthday. It's nearly always in week. Well,
when's your birthday?
January the 19th, 1971.
1991?
1971. I bet I wish it were.
I know, 1990 could not be. 1971.
Yeah, I'd just be leaving school, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
I don't know.
1991 would make you 20 years younger than what you are now.
Well, to be frank, I'm quite happy where I am at the moment, even though I'm I'm getting used to this word that keeps being bandied around on internet.
What?
Boomer.
Ah, the boomer. Yeah. A boomer. Yeah, that's what the
I don't know.
young
I don't know.
people
I've got to
boomers.
say, I'm not right sure whether I fit into that. I don't think
No,
I am
you
a
might
boomer.
not. Yeah, that's right. I'm not sure if you are. I'm a boomer. I'm a
1970,
boomer.
1950s to late 1960s is a boomer.
Yeah, I'm a boomer. I don't know about
So,
you. You can look it
I,
up. Just Google it. I think you
I
can look
don't
it
know.
up.
I don't think. I don't know. Are we
No,
like?
there's a name for it. They have a
Are
name
we,
for every generation.
is my generation latter end flower
I'll
power
look it up. Let
generation?
me look it up. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to Google it right now.
I think it's latter end flower power generation.
Oh, no, no, no.
It is 1970.
1971, you said?
71. Yeah. There was still flower power back then. It might not be the heyday of flower power, but there was still very, very flower power. Put it this way, Beatles released their last album that year. So our Alive when Beatles made the last album. That makes me feel really, really, really old.
What year was their last album?
1971-ish.
That was their last album?
Yeah.
Oh, that's real, yeah. Here we go. I'm almost at the end. You're Generation X.
Oh, I'm a Generation X. I thought we
Yeah.
were. Yeah, I've heard that expression, Generation X. I thought that was 2000.
I know. I thought that must be that's the beginning of Generation X, I bet.
Oh, so it's pretty trendy and cool, isn't it? Generation
Yeah.
X.
Yeah, you're Gen X. Gen X.
Gen X. There you go. Can't be any cooler than that, can you?
No.
In with the in crowd. I'm in with the in crowd.
The Gen X follows the baby boomers.
Oh. So next generation, all kids that are being born now, when they get to being teenagers, they'll be calling us old fogies. Oh, do you know what? I've just got to apologise because a couple of weeks ago, I publicly because I had a look at my analytics, and the people who are subscribed to me 50 and above, there ain't anybody below that, which I find actually not true, because I know one or two people who are a lot younger than that who are my subscribers. But what were it? Oh, so in answer to that particular thing, I said my subscribers are coffin dodgers. That's what my subscribers are, coffin dodgers.
Coffin dodgers.
And I had to go back and have a look at my data.
That's boomers. They're boomers.
I had to go back and apologize to everybody and say, I'm sorry, the main body of my subscribers are not coffin dodgers, they're pre-coffin dodgers.
Yeah, that's right. Pre-coffin dodgers.
Pre-coffin dodgers. So sorry to all my subscribers.
Oh, and Mystic Unicorn says she is an exennial, which is in between Gen X and millennial. They call that an exennial.
You say it's really funny because people like Mystic Unicorn don't show up on my there ain't any percentage at all, and I know there's several people for definite who are subscribed to me who are in the 20-30s. You know what I mean? So
it's a smaller percentage.
But it must be less than 1%.
I don't know.
Or the one, or they put it on as a
It
percentage.
could be more than 1%, couldn't it?
I don't know, because you don't actually get to know. That's the reason why FTC are saying no, you can't count your analytics as proof.
Yeah.
Because it's only a rough basic.
Oh, okay.
Which I find, especially if you, I mean, my analytics say quite clearly that most of mine are 50 and above.
Yeah, mine are similar to that, like 40. Mine are well, in the past 90 days, 68% women, 68% women that are in their 40s and 50s, maybe 40s and 50s, maybe 60s. I can't remember if it said 60s.
I'm not 100% far off finished here. I might see if I can do something with the sky. A little bit.
Yeah, make some kind of like clouds.
It's a bit dull and boring, sky.
Yeah, the monochromatic reminds me of like you would watch these on black and white TV. So it reminds me of that.
Well, that was early thing, weren't it? What they used to do is they used to get a black and white photo, and they used to put it through a special kind of ink, which was sepia. You could also get a blue one, and the image would be toned towards blue. So, but that's what when you go through the black and white process, you just put it in like a sepia ink, and it kind of sits on, because it was transparent, it sits on top of the exposure. But that, by the way, is paint that I tried getting off of this.
No, we had black and white TV.
Well, apparently in Barnsley there were statistical data says that at least 10 people in Barnsley still watch black and white TV.
That's where you live?
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to know where you get other black and white TVs. I've not seen one since 1978.
Oh, God. Yeah, you're right.
Where do you get black and white TVs
They
from?
had to be very old TVs.
Of course it would. It's either that or they just turn colour down.
What's the percentage?
Not percentage. 10 people watch black and white TV.
10 people.
In our local area. I just don't get it.
Oh, God.
Get some. Right, where around. The most important thing in a watercolor painting is the toilet roll.
Why do you use that instead of kitchen roll?
Kitchen roll doesn't seem to work as well, but
you're going to make clouds in the sky?
It's been proven that toilet roll works better than kitchen roll.
Oh, for making clouds in the sky?
Yeah. What for lifting?
Okay.
For lifting generally, it's lots of tests have been done with it, and apparently.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if it's about absorbance or whatever. Problem is with kitchen roll is it has a pattern in it.
Yeah.
And that's something that you need to avoid. Putting a pattern down onto the actual
Well, if it's watery enough, because I have used kitchen roll and I have not had a problem because it was watery enough.
Probably so, but I have seen it happen. That kitchen roll can leave a pattern in your a very subtle pattern. Let's see if we can get a bit there. There you go. We've got that sandy, deserty kind of mistiness in the background. And just to make it a little bit more interesting, I'm going to put a wash of
that's better, right?
Wash of white colour at this side.
And then the other you said you mentioned the one Western show, I forget what you said, but the other Western show was Gunsmoke.
Oh, Gunsmoke, yes. Yeah, there were one or two. There were another one called Tombstone.
That's newer. I don't know about that.
Is it? I don't know. I remember. I think they actually did copy from. I don't know whether that was taken from an old film. They made a TV program from a. What they call it, from a film, a feature film called Tombstone. Because one of classic Western people, guys. I always remember that guy who were always on them in that kind of film. And I always remember his face, but I can never remember who it is. Right, so.
You're not talking about John Wayne, are you?
No, it weren't John Wayne. It were in a lot of films with John Wayne. But he's got one of them crinkly, like, he looks like he's a cowboy kind of a face.
Oh.
So all I'm doing is creating a little bit of interest and texture there, but it's not critical to the painting. So I think, what are we on? We're nearly done.
Okay, we're ending early today then.
Well, we can always chat and ask everybody what next and stuff like that.
We could. Let's see if there's anybody who wants to say. Anybody that can have a request for what you want to see Ian paint next week.
As regards next week, right? That this until New Year.
Yeah.
It might be the last one for this year next week.
For next week, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I can't guarantee. I'm not saying it is absolutely, but I don't know what, with Christmas period. It's just a barrage of who knows what.
It's the second to last one, so it doesn't matter. So the next week is the 20th, and then that's second to the last one, and then the very last Friday of the year is the 27th. So.
Right. Well, I mean, it all depends on what day it falls and what availability and all that sort of stuff. Because I mean, I've got no else better to do with my time, so we may be on. It's just you just have to play it by ear. It's
all right.
Over that period of time, I tend to be busy with friends and that kind of stuff. Out at pub having a pint with them and all that kind of bag of mashings.
What, on Friday night?
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily Friday night specifically, but when it gets round to time when people get time off.
Oh, that time of year.
Over Christmas, yeah. It tends to be when we all like get together and gather and go, hey, up, it's nice to see you. Not seen you for a year or so. You know what I mean? So it tends to. I mean, like New Year's Day, for example, we often go on a walk with friends. We go out hiking.
Okay.
So,
does anybody have suggestions for what Ian to paint next week? Oh, I remember, Mystic Unicorn. You said your mother might want something painted. Yeah, she said. I remember last week she said she was gonna check with her mother.
all right. Well, whenever she's ready. I mean, don't. You know.
Okay. What, you done painting?
No, I'm not far off. I'm just fiddling now. I'm in that dangerous spot where I want to put more in, but if I do, I might end up making a mess of it. There you go. That's it. I'm putting my brush down.
You are? Then I should come on camera.
There you go then. You do so. Once she's finished chomping a... Do you know what? I didn't end up using that gouache. Strangely.
Oh, you did not?
No, I didn't. I thought I were going to, but I just had it there just in case I needed to lighten up the yellow. The yellow ochre, but I didn't really need to do it.
But your paper was white, is that right? Your
It is white, yeah. So what you do with that is you've got your white area, and then your next level is your yellow ochre with a little bit of gouache in it, and that's your next lightest thing, and then your ochre on its own. And then after that, you add a little bit of dark brown to it to make it the next level. And then the last level is the dark brown on its own, or then blue and brown. And it gives you a graduation.
Wow. Mystic Unicorn said that her mother owns horses that would be cool to paint.
Well, she's
so
got...
I don't know. I guess Mystic Unicorn, your mother has to get back to you, and then maybe next week, maybe you might be ready next week for Ian to paint horses. Oh gosh, I can't paint horses. That would take so long.
I mean, that might be something I might have a go at in acrylics.
Really?
A photorealistic. It'll be a challenge to me because I don't normally do animals in acrylic. So
watercolor, do you paint animals sometimes in watercolor, right?
I do, yeah, occasionally. But problem is with painting animals is the style of like looseness that I use more often than not. I'm not saying I've got to use that style, but is not always advantageous for painting detailed paintings like horses and animals. You can get away with it, but it's more for painting buildings like that, loose and suggestive. Whereas if you do that with animals, they just end up looking a little bit weird sometimes. So it's because I'm not that practiced with animals as much as I would be other things. But we can always have a go in a completely different style.
Oh, okay.
Can't promise anything.
All right, Mystic Unigon, let us know. Let us know. My email address is in my about page of my channel. My channel van.
Mystic's got my Facebook, so if she ever wants to send a picture, but just, I mean, if you want it for next week, I need to have it by next Wednesday.
Right, or you can send it to my, and yeah, you can send it to my instant messenger also. But you said you already have Ian, so it should not be a problem. And then you could just send it to him by next Wednesday.
And if it, I mean, always take into account that it needs to be a reasonably good photo with good contrast, you know, darks and light areas, and reasonably good focus. And not a picture. If you're wanting me to do a head, it can't be an horse about 20 yards away. It needs to be a photo of a head.
Okay.
So I can see detail. Because I've had people come to me in the past and said, "Can you do my pet cat? It's that little dot at the other end of the painting there." And you think, how am I supposed to do that? You know, and you know, no's the answer. So anyway, that is my kind of monochromatic Western thing.
Okay, thank you. It's very. It looks like a coffee painting on the like. It looks like the same effect of a coffee painting.
Ironically enough, I could have done it in coffee. I have done coffee paintings in the past, and that's what you get.
Coffee paintings?
Yeah, they're a little bit sticky, but yeah, that's what you get. It's not that dissimilar to painting in sepia. It's just all I've done is I've split it off into several different colours.
Oh, what shade of brown did you use?
I'm going to show them you now. Can you see these?
Yeah,
right. So these are 3 colours I used. I used this, which is yellow ochre, as my light yellow.
Right.
I mixed it in. This is Van Dyke brown.
Oh, okay.
Which is a nice deep chocolatey brown.
Yeah.
Right. And this is ultramarine blue, but there's nothing left in it. I mean, it's virtually gone. That
to make it like to make it totally dark, the blackish.
Yeah. So when you add that to that, it makes it very dark. It almost neutralizes it to a black. Strangely enough.
So you only use 3 colors today.
Yeah. So we used them 3
only
colors.
3 colors today.
So, and with coffee, you only have 1 color. So, but you just do it in different densities of coffee.
Hi, Ford 72. Yeah, long time no see. Thank you for visiting the live stream.
So I don't know whether we've got
Ford 72. How do you like Western themes? Can you put up your Western painting again?
Here we go.
How do you like? Look at this. Ian just painted a Western painting with cowboys. How do you like it? You like that? You like that theme? And he painted it all monochromatic, all different shades of brown, monochromatic.
So basically then, I've said that light is coming from this side, therefore the sky is going to be darker at this end. Light's going to go into this bit of the building because it's hitting that, although it's going to be shaded on under that underside there. This side's going to be fairly dark because it's not got light hitting it. So you've got a sense of depth and realism as well in that. So if you get those points right where your light is going, you're on the right track to making an image that will seem realistic.
Well, how do you know you're on the right track? Why?
Because once you've identified which direction your light is going to go,
light coming from,
if it's coming from that direction, any building at this side that's facing away from the light is going to be dark. Anything that's facing into the light there, that's going there, is going to have a light hitting it.
Oh, I have a question.
Therefore, it's going to be light.
So what if at the very end of that little road, that little alley that they're standing in, it was a sunset. So the light is coming from there, right?
Well, if it's coming from there, let's say light's coming from there.
Mm-hmm.
See that light area there, right?
Yeah.
Let's say we're coming from there. That would mean that it's called backlit.
Yeah.
So all of that and all of that and all of that would all be in shade.
They'd be like silhouettes.
There would be silhouettes, yes. Anything that is, if that's the sun, anything in front of the sun instantly becomes a silhouette.
I just did an acrylic painting where I have a sunset going down, and too bad. I'm not making the objects backlit. I'm not going to make them silhouettes.
Oh, well, the thing is, at the end of the day, it doesn't necessarily mean. It depends on atmospherics around it. There might be something that is reflecting light back at it.
Yeah.
Like, for example, here, for example, let's set light is there, yeah, and that's in silhouette, and this is sand, but light's hitting that, it's going there, it's hitting that, and it's a divot in the sand. Yeah. That is going to reflect back there.
Or snow. Snow is reflective.
Yeah, anything that reflects back, it's going to reflect, and it's going to hit certain areas, highlights, tiny highlights.
Right.
So it all depends on atmospherics around it. That depends on whether you get any highlights or whether something's completely silhouetted or whatever. So there's one thing I've not done, and I'm being naughty because I keep not doing this.
What? The shadow? Wait, no, you got a shadow.
I've not signed it.
Signed it.
Signing. Let's hold up. I'm going to put it in this corner with my new little brush. Woo!
Oh, wait a minute. 472 says, I don't mind Westerns. It was a cool era. He's into more darker stuff.
Dark stuff.
Dark,
that is.
Oh, and for how he's doing, well, he's been better, to be honest, but not dwelling on it. Looking for normal at the moment.
Looking for normal. We're all looking for normal.
Looking for normal.
Looking for normal. There you go. There it is. A genuine Jackson.
He was intrigued by the sounds of a coffee piece of art. Oh, I've done coffee piece art. Just go to my 472. Just go to my channel and do a search in my channel. Do you know how to do a search in somebody's channel? Can't be on mobile. You can't be on mobile, and you can be on mobile, but not on phone. On an iPad, you can be on desktop if you're on whatever.
I don't know where my
do a search for somebody's channel on my channel, and I did coffee art. I did coffee art earlier this year. I painted a picture of my backyard with coffee art.
Just get a little bowl of water with only a tiny amount of water in it.
Oh, mine didn't work out.
And put some coffee granules.
Oh, mine didn't work out. I used very black coffee, and it was still too light. It was still too light. I didn't have enough rain, so I had to add ground.
What coffee did you use? Did you
ground, freshly ground? We freshly grind our own coffee.
No. you use
Elbow coffee, right?
you use that stuff that comes in a, you know, in a jar, and it's
Oh, we don't have that.
granulated coffee that
Oh,
you just make, you know, you use that, and you build up, uh, uh, you know, crunch it down into little, and you only use
oh,
a tiny amount of water. You're never going to get it dark. Coffee paintings are never that dark. They're mid-range at best. But you can
right.
always you can always make something seem as though it's dark by having a lot of things light around it. So you got to create an illusion of darkness.
Yeah, I just did it with acrylic paint.
Mm.
Coffee. I did coffee. I used coffee plus acrylic paint. When I saw the coffee wasn't going to give me darks, then I said, well, I'm going to have to add acrylic paint here now.
Or look for some well, I mean, ground coffee is not, because at the end of the day it's almost water resistant.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is get some of that stuff that's granular, you know, that's already done for you.
Yeah, instant coffee. You're talking about instant coffee?
Instant coffee, yeah.
Yeah, I know you mean.
And get the darkest instant coffee you can get, and you only put little bits of water in it.
Oh, okay, right.
And next time we're on, I'll root out my paintings and show you them.
No, you don't need to show me. I get it. Because you already just did a monochromatic painting today that looks like a coffee painting already.
Oh, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, if you want to do something that looks like a coffee painting, you just get Van Dyke Brown and get your yellow ochre. And that will do the job. So, anyway, now we've waffled for a bit. It's
5 minutes before.
6. Sorry, no, 56.
Yeah, it's 5 minutes before my time. 5 minutes before 6.
So at this point, it's almost time to say goodbye.
Yes,
Time to say goodbye. See, I know culture.
Let's see who. Oh, we have 6 people in here, but
Are we doing a roll call before everybody's gone?
Oh, okay.
Say goodbye to everybody.
Going. Very impressive. Board 72 says very impressive. Well, I don't know who's in here. Like, okay, Mystic Unicorn, she's probably listening. I bet she's lurking. Carolyn, I think she probably left. Sleestack Rule, I think he left. Chrissy left. I think Chrissy left. I don't know who the 6 people are. There's Ford 72.
Come on,
and
let us know.
Is working. And I don't know. That's 2 people, and I don't know who the 4 other people are.
If the light is coming from the top, right, top right, why is the shadow from the second cowboy? Which is the second cowboy? Facing left. Light is coming from there, that direction. Right? It's the shirt there, and it's that side. Everything at that side. Everything at the opposite side is dark. With this, if you're thinking that's the second cowboy, I don't know.
Oh, great, painting's still here.
Again, light should always, in this scenario, light should always hit the right side, the right hand side, because it's coming from that direction. But I'm not 100% sure which one do you mean is the second Which one? Is that the second?
Uh-huh.
The smaller one? The one...
And this was an older
Oh, is that
question,
one?
right?
I don't know. I don't know how long it were.
I think you scrolled up and found an old question, right?
Well, is it? Oh, it may be, yeah. No, it's down at the bottom.
Wow.
Truly amazing piece.
Ford says, it's a truly an amazing piece. You should be very proud.
Right, anyway, enough of my buttering myself up.
No. Did you hear what Ford said? 472
Yeah,
said, it's truly an amazing paint piece. You should be very proud. Everybody appreciates it.
Very good. So anyway, we're at the end of today's. I don't know whether Diana's going to be. We haven't got into any major controversies today, have we?
No, because I watched my tongue. I held my tongue.
Well, we've got two now because all the community rules. Oh, we might end up getting a slap.
No, I didn't have to hold my tongue that bad, really. No, I didn't really. I just made sure that I didn't interrupt you. I just wanted to make sure I didn't interrupt you. That's all. I tried not to interrupt you.
Very good. Like I say, it's not a typical scene that I would do on a regular basis. So
it's not.
I'm happy with it, but I think if we're gonna push it to the next level, I have to work on it. I'd have another go at it with different. I would probably have a go at it in full color and see what that comes out like.
Oh, that's a whole different challenge.
It is. I mean, it nearly didn't happen. This I was going to do like some sort of guy sat on a bull, but I thought, do you know what? I don't want to do that. So you got two guys having a gunfight instead.
Two guys that have a gunfight with no guns in their hands.
With no gun. Yeah, it's pre-gun.
It's pre-gun. That's right. Pre-gun.
So they can't moan because there's no guns involved. They're just having a one-to-one face-off. If you want to call it that. So we've dodged that bullet. Way. You get that? Dodged that bullet.
Okay. So I think we're coming back. Ian's coming back next Friday.
Oh yes.
That might be the last Friday for the 2019.
But it may be. I mean, it all depends on everybody's schedule, doesn't it? Because you know, over Christmas period, it's like hectic and bad.
Oh no, we don't have a lot of party. We don't have parties to go to, so I'm fine.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've got to save all my energy for all these various different creative art New Year's marathons that they're on about doing, which I probably won't do. Well, normally, I mean, on New Year's Day, I go out on a walk with friends, and that's, you know.
That's nice.
Call me traditional, but that's what I do on a New Year's Day generally, unless the weather is incredibly horrible and you can't do it. But that's our typical New Year's Day.
Oh, I wonder what day of the week that falls on. Let me check. New Year's Day.
I don't know yet. I haven't even looked at it yet. You know, because my mind's been so focused.
Oh, it's a Wednesday. New Year's Day falls on a Wednesday.
I mean, it don't really matter in that sense because at the end of the day, we've all got it off anyway, haven't we?
Right.
But, well, more often than not, most people do. But in saying that, sometimes, last couple of years or so, Mrs. Jackson has had to work on New Year's Eve and Christmas.
Yeah, that's the thing, right.
So, you know, oh well, a bit more money in the coffers. But what does it matter? But anyway.
All right, everybody, I might be on tomorrow. I might be on tomorrow because for my birthday, because tomorrow is my birthday, and I might do a happy birthday live stream tomorrow, starting in the morning. If I would start in the morning Eastern Standard Time, and then maybe try to go several hours, kind of do a marathon, but not a super marathon. Kind of just do a long live stream into the early afternoon or something. I might do that.
A semi-fun.
A semi what?
A semi-fun.
Yeah.
Not quite a marathon. Because it's only a semi-marathon.
Oh, semi-marathon.
Yeah, semi-fun.
Semi-form. That's what you're saying? Semi-form?
Semi-fun. Semi-fun. As in,
Texas Made Food is here. You just joined us near the end. Texas Made Food. Oh, I'm sure. Hey, you like this Western piece that he just painted? Watercolor, all monochromatic. And if you want something, Texas Made Food, if you want something painted, just let Ian know. Ian, he just takes requests. He takes requests every week for anybody that wants. This was actually a request from last week. Somebody just said they want to, and we can't even remember who it was. Somebody just said they would like to see a Western scene painted, and so I don't think that person showed up, but anyway, so he painted a Western scene.
Did.
Other people we've had them paint. I mean, somebody said I want my favorite vacation spot painted, and we've had that. Ian has painted that for them. But it doesn't have to be a painting that's for them. It could just be a painting that he does, and he does just for the live stream. So Texas Made Food.
Just as a point, the only thing that we do say, if you're going to send us a picture, you must make sure that it's either your picture that you've taken and you give us permission to use, or it's from one of the free sites like Pixabay or Unsplash, where you have full permission to use it.
Right, Pixabay.com, www.pixabay.com. Let me know if Texas Made Food, direct message me on Instagram if you don't know what I'm talking about. I can type it in here where you can get copyright-free photos. But if you want photos of your family painted or a favorite place, or email me or direct message me on Instagram or email me. My email address is right in my about section of my channel banner. But we do this every Friday. Texas Made Food, I think you're new to my Friday stream. We do this every Friday with Ian, a watercolor painter extraordinaire.
There you go. You had to get it in, didn't you?
All different subjects of watercolor painting. We're always looking for audience ideas and suggestions.
But it might not be next week. I mean, Chrissy has mentioned about me doing an acrylic, so we'll have to have a look. See what we can do.
On her channel?
No, she said, when am I going to do an acrylic?
She just means an acrylic here on my channel, right?
Yeah, that's what I assume, yeah, because I don't normally go on.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm a moderator on Chrissy's channel, but I don't normally go on there with her. So, she just goes on her own. So I would assume that she means
I think she means just like on my channel.
But I'm no expert on acrylics. So would I be able to teach?
You're not necessarily charging money for these, right?
No, they're just paintings that people can learn.
But if you did want to buy it, it's very reasonably priced.
Any painting that I do and I put up on internet is for sale if people want to buy them.
Yeah,
I don't specifically put them up there for to be sold.
But if
somebody's interested in it, then by all means.
It's under $100.
It's a lot less than $100.
Yeah, it's a lot less than $100.
It's less than 50.
Well, it is 50, isn't it?
I think it is. Yeah. Well, normally something
Including
about
the
this side.
that's
Yeah,
including
something about this side because of
from the UK. He's okay.
because a lot of the money that is involved in that is the actual transport, post and packaging. At this size, they charge me a right arm and a leg.
Oh,
So,
what's his channel? Oh my God, this is what I should always have this up ready. What's his channel? Let me get the link right now, Ford 72. Let me get the link right now. And okay. Oh, hi, welcome
hi,
back,
Tiffany.
Jason. Welcome back,
Hi,
Jason.
Tiffany.
And
You've
Ford
just
says
missed
I want something paint. Ford says he does want something painted. How much?
Well,
How much usually for them? It's around $50, and that includes shipping from the UK. And
but
it's more.
if it's something specific that
Yeah.
the photograph needs, I'll need to clarify whether the photograph is usable as well.
Hi, Tiffany's Fine Art. So nice to see you.
Yeah. I'm sure that's something that can be dealt with at another occasion. So anyway.
Oh, thank you, Texas Made Food, for telling me happy birthday, right?
Okay. Yeah, well, she'll have plenty. Don't butcher her up too much because she's gonna have plenty of that tomorrow, aren't you?
Oh, Ford says it's an idea he has.
All right.
He'd have to explain it. So you need to be in touch with him and explain it. It's not a picture, he said. It's not a picture. It's an idea he has. All right.
That's slightly different way because you'd have to concept the idea, wouldn't you?
Yeah. So, Ford, are you on Facebook? Because you can be on Instant Messenger with him. But here's his channel. Let me go get the channel. Let me go get the channel link. Hold on, Ford. Let me get the channel link, and I'm going to put in.
Well, not the YouTube link because it's already there, isn't it?
No, it is not already there. I need to put it there.
If you go to the top of my YouTube page,
yeah,
my on my banner, it says my Facebook.
Email.
It gives it, and then you can write it down and type it in. But I'll just go to my Facebook anyway, and I'll put it in chat. Don't normally do this, but
you're putting in your Facebook contact information.
Yeah, well, when I get to it, yeah.
Oh well, just on. Okay.
Well, at end of the day, it's a public thing anyway.
I guess
if anybody
anyway.
if anybody abuses it, they'll just get blocked. So I'm not really bothered about that.
Link anyway. Hold on, Jackson.
Here we go. That's my Facebook address.
Okay, that's his Facebook address, and I'm getting his I'm getting the link for his YouTube channel.
Well, that's all. If they're in chat, all they have to do is go to the three dots at the side.
Yeah.
And
click on the. Here. Just let me do. What?
Oh, you know. It's above now.
Oh, if I was on mobile, it would be. Oh, here, never mind.
Well, anyway.
Did he say it's okay? He got it?
No, I just said Ian O. Ian question mark.
Stop it, the notification.
Anyway, it's getting past time for being off, so we'll deal with this on another occasion.
Well, I'm just gonna put his channel link after the. I will be. I will be putting his channel link in after the video. After it's over, I put in his link. I put in Ian's link after the stream is over. I am gonna put in his channel link. I'm gonna put it in right now. If I caught the whole thing, I'm not sure if I did. Here's Ian Jackson YouTube channel.
But for anybody who wants to go to anybody who's in chat,
Chat, you
all
mean
you have to do,
Messenger? Instant Messenger?
no, in the chat that's on YouTube, if you go to the right hand side, there's 3 little dots, and if you right click on, I don't know, is it left click or if you left click,
I don't know, because I don't have a mouse.
If you click on the or tap or whatever you do on your device, on those 3 buttons, when it comes up, it says go to channel, and it opens the channel up.
Welcome back, Carolyn. Ian Jackson, there it is. Ian, there it is. Ian, he didn't know your name. That's it. Ian Jackson YouTube channel.
But that won't get you to my Facebook.
No, that would not get you to his Facebook, but he can still contact you there, right?
Not particularly, no.
Oh.
It's not really a contacting. It's not really for contacting people. It's not.
Ian put it in. But Ian put it in how to contact him with the Facebook.
Yeah. It's up there. If they click on that, that will take you to my Facebook, which you can instant message me.
Yeah,
it's so simple.
It's on Facebook that he is more contactable.
Well, YouTube is not really a messaging site.
No,
you can do it, but to be frank, I ain't got time to be chasing around after various different, places like that, because it's not the easiest thing to find. The messaging on what they call it, so I just don't bother with it.
All right, I don't know, or contact me, contact my email, and I can contact Ian for you. My email is in my about section on my YouTube channel.
But you're always welcome to put suggestions in about particular.
Now, Ford says you can read your comments. You can read your comments there.
Yeah, but it's not exactly the best place to be having a communication, is it?
Anyway, Ford says
because it's public, isn't it?
Ford says he'll be in touch.
All right. And always remember, I'm not a master artist, so I can't do everything. So.
Well, welcome back again, Carolyn. But I guess we're going to go right now. And tomorrow's my birthday, so I think I'm going to be trying to do a mini marathon. A mini marathon. There you go, mini marathon live stream.
4 hours instead of 8.
Starting in the morning, maybe probably going to early afternoon.
Why don't you split it off into 2 sections and do 4 hours tomorrow and then 4 hours on Sunday?
Maybe.
Then that's your 8 hours that you need.
What?
That's your 8 hours that you wanted, isn't it, then? And then it's not that big a chore. 4 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an idea. Okay, maybe I'll do that. Okay, bye everybody. Let's see what
All right, then.
We will chat soon, Ian. No worries. Bye everybody. Thank you for coming here. Carolyn, I'm sorry you came back and we're about to leave. We have to close, but maybe visit. Maybe you'll visit me tomorrow for my my birthday live stream. Oh, somebody just posted something. Who is this?
All right, then. Well, I'll see you all later.
I'll be at work tomorrow, Diana. So happy birthday! Thank you, Mystic Unicorn. Tiffany's Fine Art. Bye. Oh, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. Tiffany's Fine Art. Bye. She's an awesome artist. Okay. Bye, everybody. Thanks, Ian. Thank you so much, Ian. Okay, bye.